Hey, Channel Insiders. I'm your host, Katie Bavoso, and welcome to this episode of Partner POV, brought to you by Moments Lab. If you've ever spent hours digging through raw video footage just to find that one perfect clip, you're not alone. Whether you run a full-scale production studio or manage and create content for a media or sports organization or a brand, searching through content can be a huge time suck, especially when your archive isn't indexed properly. But what if you could find exactly what you're looking for without even remembering the file name? That's where AI video discovery comes in. It's a practice that AI company Moments Lab is leading with its own indexing technology called MXT, which makes searching massive video libraries as intuitive as searching the web. And Moments Lab's latest innovation, a discovery agent, takes things a step further. Here to tell me more about this technology and how it saves time and money and even offers new sources of revenue is Phil Petitpont, CEO and co-founder of Moments Lab. Welcome, Phil.
Thank you. Hey, Katie. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I hear you're recently a New York resident, so it's great to have you in this time zone. Have you tried the bagels yet? Have you tried the pizza yet? It's important that we get this information from you early on.
Absolutely. I'm performing my, Starbucks skills order. It's really the one that is the hardest to get, I think.
Yes, well, that's important. Now you're a real New Yorker by ordering that on the mobile app. So you'll understand the rush in the mornings trying to get that order. Well, fabulous. I'm so excited to have you here today. I'd like to start with your company's origin story. Can you tell me, what is Moments Lab exactly, and when did you enter the market?
Yeah, that's a good question to explain what we're doing. So I originally came from the media and entertainment industry, and I used to work for big TV networks and media networks as a broadcast engineer. And my job was to make sure that journalists can work way faster with video. And actually, where you are really in the core of building video, you are not really well positioned to develop technologies on AI to make sure you can help. So I took a step back. I quit my former company to make sure that I can create a team up with Fred, the other co-founder, and create something that will help all these content creators to work faster with video. Building video today is taking ages. Like, it's taking probably 3 hours for a 3-minute video. And that's why video is a very complex signal. So very early in the beginning, we understood that one of the big pain points that was blocking video from really being easy to work with was indexing. Being sure that anyone can understand what's inside a video is today taking a long time. For you and me, understanding what's inside 1 hour video will take 1 hour. But with AI, it's changing totally the game, because you can understand what's inside the video within maybe just 1 minute. So it's opening new opportunities. And one of the opportunities is, for instance, searching for video and creating video, finding massive amount of content, like, this small 3-minute video, you need amount millions of hours of video. And that's what we've been addressing since the very, very early beginning using our indexing technology.
Wow. So a lot of experience coming into this field, knowing exactly what the pain points are. So who are your customers now? Can you tell me who the customers are that rely on these solutions from Moments Lab?
Yeah, so we're working with customers that are working with huge amount of video. So of course, we're thinking first about media and entertainment companies. It could be Thomson Reuters, Sinclair, ITN in the UK, TF1 in France, for instance. We're also working with sports right owners, can be soccer club like Bayer Leverkusen, or any kind of sport like the World Rally Championship, which is also one of our customers, that we're helping them to find all the golden nuggets they might have with all their races. But we're also working with marketing organizations like KPMG, Amazon Ads also, that are part of our customer, where they need to find very quickly anything about the specific product in massive amount of video.
Exciting stuff. So let's get to know the new technology on the block that you've been introducing. Talk to me about AI video discovery. What is this, and what need did you see in the market for AI technology that specializes in indexing videos, essentially making videos searchable?
Let's say you need to build a video of 3 minutes, or let's say a 10-minute video. You know that 75% of the time you will spend to create this 10-minute video will be what we call sourcing content. You will need shots, a lot of different shots, and actually in a 10-minute video, now there's probably 100 different shots. Mostly to take these shots from video that are already existing, real video. And some of our customers estimated that to find one shot, it took them 5 minutes. So boom, 100 shots time 5, and you have like nearly 10 hours to just build a 10-minute video just for the sourcing part. Video discovery is the capacity to be able to understand video at scale so that this step you need to build this video, meaning sourcing content, searching for content, can be way faster. And video discovery is a way to search among vast amount of video so that you can find exactly what you need. And sometimes you are searching for something you don't really know. If you take an example, let's say you have 1 million hour video, where do you start? Nothing is indexed. So you can watch video one by one or search through titles or names, but most of the time there's nothing. So our job is to make sure that our users can find the content, and that's what we call video discovery. So the ability to first describe, index content, and then being able to search for content. So that's 2 blocks we are proposing within our solution, is the capacity to index and to search and to retrieve content.
Very well put. So listening to you, Phil, I imagine this is a great way to save time on all kinds of media projects. I myself was once an intern for a news organization in New York City many years ago, digging through news content, the actual plastic videotapes, trying to find B-roll of almonds for the 6 p.m. newscast. So I imagine that while this technology can save a lot of interns tears and bad days at work, I do also want to know, what is the financial return on investment?
So the first thing we could think about is, of course, efficiency. You don't need to log content manually. So yeah, I can do that. That's working very well. It's probably 5 times faster than real time. You can do that really at scale with massive amount of video. So that's going faster. One of the things that our customers are estimating where they're working with us is the time it requires to search and to find content. And that's probably the most interesting part here, well, the first one, which is, okay, I can index automatically, but the final outcome is more about how fast I will be able to retrieve content. And then if we take like a step back on a higher level, most of our customers are repurposing content. So you have 1 million hours of content, 1,000 hours of content, you're a brand, you need to repurpose and to take all the masters from a campaign for a brand or product, for instance, and you want to create from the master video like 10 different videos you're going to repurpose on social media. And that's something that you can do now at scale with video discovery, because you can really nearly just prompt what you're looking for. Let's say I want to build sub-story about this main story, just 3 minutes, and you will be able to repurpose it very, very fast, very quickly. That was not really possible before because you needed a lot of people to be able to do it. And I'm not sure that ROI would have matched business reality here. So the capacity of being able to do that at scale is really what is the higher ROI that we can expect here, is this capacity to monetize videos that are already existing into different formats to social media.
So, Phil, I'd like to talk about the kinds of businesses you see benefiting the most from MXT. What are those businesses?
These businesses are the ones that are working with a lot of video. Can be creative organization, brand content organization, media rights organizations. And they can be spread across a lot of different industries. It can be into media entertainment, sports, brands, enterprise communication. And most of the time, all these organizations, they need to search content, they need to repurpose content. And when you need to find and you need to repurpose content, that means that you need video discovery. So you need an AI indexing like MXT to be sure that your video will be findable and searchable forever.
So let's bring this into the real world. I'd really love to hear a success story in which Moments Lab was able to help a real customer with this technology. Can you think of anything for an example?
Yeah, we probably could take 2 different examples. So the first one is maybe media entertainment. So I will mention a couple of them that exactly share the same success story. So it can be Sinclair, it can be Thomson Reuters, for instance, or ITN. And where they're coming to us, it's very similar use cases. They have massive amount of content, sometimes even plastic tapes you mentioned before, and they want to digitize all of that. And it can be sometimes 50 years, 100 years of archive. Our biggest customer have like 100 years of video archive. So it's huge, it's massive. And especially in the US, in media entertainment, there's a lot of stations, sub-TV stations in cities and towns, and no one knows exactly what's inside. And so the goal here is to give a second life to content, to make sure that among these petabytes of hours of video, I can prompt, find something that is relevant, tell a story very quickly and repurpose all of that. And it's super emotional because we're able to find back content that everyone forget about, and that's super powerful. So that's part of more media entertainment use cases. And the second one is more about brands and marketing organization, where actually the most important thing for a brand is its product, and they want to be able to find back in all amount of video they have, whether it's 1,000 or 1 million. Every time that I've seen this Nike Air Max 1000, I want to extract that to build another video. And this is taking a very, very long time. And sometimes we've been discussing with brands that don't even know how to search. And they're saying, well, actually, I need to pay a service company to make sure I can find back my video, and paying humans to log it manually. So this is some use case that we've been working on recently, and on making a whole video archive searchable is very, very rewarding for the customer, but also for us, because we know that we can help them building video faster and building videos they were not able to build before.
How long does it take to get up and running with Moments Lab's AI video discovery platform? And what can customers and potential customers, that is, do ahead of time to make this process easier?
Yeah, so it's a 3-step process, actually. So the first thing we are doing is what we call the scanning step. We scan all the inventory of archive and try to list everywhere there's archive. Sometimes, it's on hard drive, sometimes it's on tapes, and we kind of centralize everything. And this step can be pretty quickly if everything is listed correctly. And let's start to have a pool, a bulk pool of hours that we can start to index. The indexing part is very quickly, and we also, most of the time, customers are thinking about the migration process taking long, technical steps. Actually, the longer step and the harder step is not really about technical indexing. It's more about setting the right change management policy in place. And to do that, what we like to do is to involve people that are going to be the future users. We are bringing AI as another member of their team. So, okay, welcome, MXT. This is our AI indexing technology as a new member of your team. Don't consider it as a technology that is going to really replace you, but someone that is going to help you going faster, and someone that is going to help you finding faster content. And the way that we are onboarding AI is working very well, and that's going way faster into change management. Because what you don't want in change management is people that are not being involved into the process, that can have defiance, or that might not be very happy having seen AI incoming into their businesses without them. So that's really a crucial step that needs to be managed correctly, and there's a good playbook about that. The last step, and it's also helping step number 2 about change management, is being able to define clear success metrics. Where are we expecting the AI to generate revenue, to save time? And this should be set nearly at the beginning. When we are qualifying an opportunity, that's probably one of the first things we're trying to set here. It's not about magic. It's about really delivering success. And okay, the word AI feels magic, but actually we need to be sure that we can drive revenue, we can drive savings here. And that's a very, very, very important step.
Let's talk more about the Moments Lab Discovery Agent. What problem does it solve for teams working with video?
Yeah, so video teams are looking to either extract insight or intelligence from their video, or to build what we call the rough cut. On building the rough cut is nearly the first version of the video. It's a raw edit, but actually it's nearly 70%, 80% of the video. And to do that, well, you need to find all the shots you need, and you need a lot of people to work on to find content. And so the discovery agent is covering all of that. So it pinpoints every moment, extract every moment, and put that into a timeline. That's what we call the rough cut. So our goal here is to make sure that the time between the very moment that you are starting to write a brief and you have a rough cut is as minimum as possible, as fast as possible, to achieve to the very first moment that an editor will hit the space bar and play on this rough cut is something that we are committed to work on to make sure that building a video can be as quick as possible.
Phil, let's get a few more details about this discovery agent. How would I, as a consumer, use it? How do I interact with it?
So it's very simple. It's very human. It's like talking to a colleague where you will say, well, I'm building a video about MasterChef, and I need to build a highlight reel about the last season. Find me the best highlights on anything that can be interesting for a specific audience. And then the agent will find all these shots and maybe even sometimes suggest other shots that might be interesting for you and compile that into a rough cut. So very easy, very natural. It's like talking to a colleague.
Phil, in thinking about that MasterChef example that you just gave, where you can build out a highlight reel, give me an example of that, because immediately I'm thinking bloopers. Could I realistically ask the agent to find all the mistakes from that season and build that into a sequence of video?
Yeah, absolutely. So the agent is have a perfect understanding of what's inside the video and what's inside all the season of the show, for instance. But also the agent has the capacity to crawl the web. So if we go back to this MasterChef example, let's say there's a lot of comments about a specific moment in the last season of MasterChef that have been commented a lot into social media. Well, the agent has the capacity to crawl through these external data sources that are available on the web to cross-reference what have been shared by fans on what's inside the video library, so that we can really do the perfect matching on having very unique moments that have been talked and discussed a lot on the web, for instance.
I love that. I would immediately want to work on that project, knowing that I could have the help putting that together. An excellent example, Phil. Phil, let's talk about your relationship with Amazon Web Services. How does AWS support you at Moments Lab as a channel partner, and how does it help you stand out in the market?
We have a very deep connection with AWS on the partner side, on the technical side, and many, many different levels. On the channel partner side, the first thing is that we've been helped a lot to connect to the industry, to connect to key players in the industry as a trusted partner. And this is super powerful because it's saving time and enable really a trusted connection with the customer. The second thing is helping to evangelize. Agentic AI requires a lot of change management. And having AWS being able to help us and customers to evangelize the market, to share best practices is something that can also bring back trust into AI and agentic AI. And that's something that is super powerful. And the last thing is really probably around helping us building our awareness across the industry. We have one of the best AI indexing for video technology on the market. And AWS is really helping a lot to promote our technology across the market here.
Fantastic. And going on from there, speaking of channel partners, Phil, what kinds of channel partners is Moments Lab looking for to help distribute your solutions?
Yeah, so we're working a lot with channel partners, and there's three kind of type of partners we are working with. The first one are tech partners that can integrate our technology into an OEM mode, so that it's very seamless and they're using our API. The second thing are system integrators. So system integrators that are integrating a video discovery engine among other part of the workflow with a storage system, with, any information system that can help to drive insight, for instance, and it's kind of part of a global solution. And also consultancies, agencies, an advisor that can help, I would say, customer into their different technology decision. And that's kind of the three level of partnership we can have today on the market.
Well, I know that I've got a billion more questions for you about Moments Lab and the technology that you're bringing to market. But if I'm an interested viewer, where can I go to learn more about Moments Lab and get started?
Yeah, please go on momentslab.com. There's a lot of sources, lots of resources that can be helpful here. And please don't hesitate to reach for any demos. We'll be very happy to help.
Phil, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm so excited to follow along with Moments Lab through the rest of the year and beyond.
Thank you, Katie.
And thank you at home for joining us. To see more episodes of Partner POV, you can head on over to channelinsider.com. Once again, I'm Katie Bavoso, and I'll see you next time.